How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing good. Ghost Gene 3 here. Want to show you guys my M&P Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. I love this rifle. This thing, for many reasons, I wanted to show you guys. This is how I store it standing up, basically. So I have my sling on here. Let me take this off. I painted this. I'm no professional painter. Trust me, by no means. I kind of play around, tinker, so to speak. This weapon is clear. I just like to keep that mag in there. Tell me what you guys think. Some of you guys out there do a great job of painting your weapons and everything. And this came all black, of course. There's my retractable stock. And I did kind of a desert tan snakeskin. This is a whole grip. Didn't know if I could paint a rubber grip, but I tried it anyways. I figured I'd screw up, I just paint it all black again. I did the charging handle, as you can tell here. And I have an extended one here, which I love. And I even did on my optic right here. This is a little rubber that protects the glass right here. The viewfinder here, and I did that as well. It's just rubber. And of course I did these strips right here. Now I did the strips for the reason they were black actually, and this isn't sharp, but I figured, I don't know, just put it in there because I don't have anything on this weapon here like a laser or light. So what I did is I decided to take these rubber ones, as you can see right here, and paint them. I took them off the web and painted them. So if I wanted a black, there you go, I have black again, as you can see. So because I wasn't too sure in the paint job, I'm not like I'm spray painting weapons all over. And I did the front here as well. You know, took that off, of course, and did it. And I just put this little strip right here too. And basically, I like it. It looks cool. So I'm not saying that just because it's my weapon, but I thought it came out pretty good. Like a little snakeskin almost, except in a desert tan, and then black, of course, is already in there, a black background. And then I left the rest black. Some of my friends were asking me if I was going to paint the whole thing. I thought about it, but I was a little scared to do that. Like I said, I'm not a pro painter on that. This thing has been so awesome. I can't say enough good things about it. I mean, Smith & Wesson's been really good, by the way. I did have a problem like some guys after about a year and a half with that ejector, and people were having problems, or a round was not ejected, another one to go in and then just blow up in the chamber. They're not kidding, 3 weeks. I called them up, they were professional. I went to their website and then they had the free shipping and handling paperwork there. I sent it FedEx. I think it was FedEx. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 3 weeks later, and I think most of us do not like sending our guns to get repaired. They guaranteed it, obviously. I stated what the problem was, told the guy on the phone. And they sent it back 3 weeks exactly. I got it back. You know, had to sign for it. Yeah, I believe it was UPS. And awesome service. The only thing I didn't like is they didn't send a paper. Kind of like when you take your car to a mechanic and you see the receipt, it says change carburetor, or something wasn't working. And they replaced it, changed it, or modified, whatever they did. Here they didn't say nothing. It just said it was sent, the serial number of my weapon, and that was it. So I called up, and then the guy just basically said, oh, well, we changed that. And what it came back to is blue looking, and I'll show you right now. Of course, after you fire, if you could see right in there. So, of course, it's black now after you fire so many rounds and stuff like that, but here's my charging handle, so you can tell. And but the service, like I said, awesome, just awesome service. And they stayed true to their word. And then this is strange. It happened again. So twice I've sent it back. And remember, this is after a year and a half. Never had a problem. And another 3 weeks. That was years ago. So I've had this several years after the 2 times I sent it. And some guys I've seen on YouTube have had problems from the beginning, after they bought it. So it can be very depressing. But after those 2 times, I haven't had a problem. I've put thousands and thousands of rounds through this thing. and not a problem. So thank you, Smith & Wesson. Their customer service is awesome. They took care of me, you know, instead of saying you're going to pay this, you're going to pay that. They took care of it. So I thought that was great. But I thought I'd throw that in, my experience with Smith & Wesson. But I thought I'd show you guys my my rifle. Like I said, the paint job, I'm pretty proud of it. And I have my 25 round mags. This is the 10 one. You know what's really sad? This thing is so difficult to get. And I've seen this thing on eBay for even up to $80 a piece. Come on. That's not... And they're not all stores. Some of the private people. I understand trying to make money, but come on. I'm not paying $80 for this. You know, when these are supposed to be $20 period, and they are hard to get. One of the reasons I like a 10 round, just like on my AR with the 223 rounds, is for prone shooting. You know, 10 rounders. Most people forget that, maybe because they don't do it. But let's say in an emergency, you don't want to stick your head up, and you got to do some prone shooting. You know, look at this. I mean, my 25 rounders up to here. So if I'm going to do some bench shooting, of course, it's going to be like this. And another thing too, folks, you don't want to, even on your 223 ARs, 5.56s, is rest that mag, because you forget as you're bench shooting, you're pushing weight down on that mag, on any rifle that has a mag. And what happens sometimes is you're pushing this mag up, and you're going to have a failure to feed or a failure to eject. So a lot of people I've seen couldn't figure that out, and I figured it out when they were doing that. So that's another thing you don't want to do, is put all that extra weight in there. You're going to throw this off. So in case you're having problems, you might be doing that. But anyways, look at 10 rounder. I could lay. I mean, the whole handle's hitting before this. So they're good to have. I'd like to get more, but Jesus Christ, right now they're, I mean, I'll probably see aliens in my backyard from space aliens before I, you know, or a leprechaun with a pot of gold before I get to see one of these. So this is the only one I've gotten, and that was through Midway USA. They happened to have them on sale one day. Should have bought more, kicked myself in the butt, and while they had them, but I ended up getting one with a buddy of mine. So that's what a 10 round one looks like, if you can believe it. They exist. So the 25 rounds are still available all over, but I wouldn't pay nothing more than 20 on those either. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, this is the paint job I did. I call it snakeskin because it kind of reminds you of that. And like I said, I'm no pro on it. I just kind of did my own thing on it and played around. I used a brick for some other things before I did it on my rifle, but so I knew what design I wanted to get. So I like it. It's pretty cool. It makes it a little different, a little bit more me. But love this rifle. Can't say enough good things about it. So anyways, here's where my sling is. I got a Coyote. This is a simple one, especially for a lighter weapon like this. I like to have slings on all my weapons. Some are similar, some are not. And the reason is because in emergency, hands-free. Everything to me, you should be hands-free. You're setting up a tent, you need to be hands-free. Like say, you maybe need to put your light on, or you're cooking at night. Hold on. Sorry about that, folks. Helicopter. Anyways, so I got the Desert Tan here to kind of match this right here. In a way, sort of match, but this is a simple one, very inexpensive, and it works. But it's a good idea to have a sling, even if you're on a short budget. These things go for like 14 or something like that, 13 on sale. Even 10 once in a while I've seen them, and they're very simple. And I put mine just basically back here. But basically the reason for this thing is, hey, emergencies, you're bugging out, it's everything's going to hell, whatever the reason is. And how are you carrying bags and your rifle in your hand? If you can have something not in your hand, better, because what you want to do is be hands-free if you possibly can. I mean, why have everything in one hand and then you need to drive or do something or run around, get the kids or anything else you have? Have a sling for your weapons. You can sling one in your back, you sling one in front, and then still have your hands free. So slings are great to have on all your weapons. Rifle type, shorter rifle, those they call pistols, we know are like rifles and ARs, AKs, you know, like that. But good idea to have with all of them. I leave mine attached to all of them, ready to go in case need be. That way you're not looking for your sling that's somewhere else. But use your own system. I mean, as long as you have one, your system will work for you. My system will work for me. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there it is, my 1522 with its snake skin paint job. Take care.